89 Market Street. Here's our showroom. Finally, let me show you around. Welcome.
Oh, okay, period. I'm so excited to talk to you today.
Thanks for coming by. Here's our spot. We've been here for 3 months now, ongoing. Here's a new showroom we have it in the Equal Space building, 89 Market Street. Come by and check us out. It's a couple of new stuff that we've been dropping over the summer. Some new denims. Handmade. These were limited. We collabed with Levi's for those. A couple of different stuff. But hello guys, what's up? Talk to me.
Listen, we have always been a fan of you, especially after, connecting you with you and, telling us more about, you guys went to come through. And so we wanted to hear a little bit about, your story. So, we always like to start with, a few questions. So my first question is, what is trap art and why trap art?
All right, trap art. Trap art means to really appreciate people and respect time. It's an acronym, but it's a streetwear brand that is community-based. Derived out of Newark. It's from North Newark, but it's a whole city-wide thing that became statewide. Now it's worldwide, But thank you to everyone that's been supporting trap art over the past 10 years. It actually started off as a music project in 2013, and then it became merch for the project. It was kind of like a guerrilla marketing method we were using. We were promoting the project for 2-3 years, and then we said, hey, this is a business model. What we're gonna do, we're just gonna put this to the side and make it a streetwear brand and grow with it. And we decided to name the project something else. I actually make music myself. I'm a recording artist. That's one of my passions. We have a music studio next door within our showroom, powered by Galaxy Sound Studios.
Hey, shout out to Galaxy.
Yeah, man, we're growing, but we had a basketball team in Branch Brook. Shout out to Lucky. That's actually his jersey right there. Lucky Jones, who's also a Jersey native. He used to play for St. Anne's. He also participated in the More Than a Run tournament with Kyrie Irving. But yeah, trap art, it's the people's brand. It's 2 T's, 2 R's, 2 A's, and there's 1 P. The P is centered, is right in the middle, and it's all about the people. So without the people, nothing moves, nothing shakes, So I would like to take this moment to thank every one of you that supported trap art. Even if you didn't purchase a thing, just within even conversations, a simple post, anything, I really appreciate it. But yeah, we're going, man. Let me show you a couple of the pieces that, we have a couple community initiative t-shirts and stuff like that. This is a Guns Down initiative that we were running with this summer. It's a lot going on right now with violence in the streets right now. This is actually my dog. We're in the dog world too.
Yes,
this is my dog called. Yeah. I made the shirt after, if you have bullies, you'll understand that sometimes during the summer they'll get food allergies and stuff like that. So, yeah, I made that shirt just that's a Mike Tyson shirt right there. We have, shout out to Iron Mike. A couple classic pieces we have here. It's one of our staple pieces also. Simple. It's been running for 5 years. One of my favorite cars, the Grand National. And with that piece, we actually decided to do a racing shirt.
Oh, that is dope. I love that. So what inspired this shirt?
This, my love for cars and Grand Nationals and different things, and even my love for cars inspired this shirt, which is a Mercedes-Benz SL500 R129. Shout out to Patina Collective, shout out to Vico World for featuring this. Patina Collective has the best Mercedes-Benz collection in the United States, and they featured this in their museum down in Boca Raton. Shout out to Vico.
Listen, we love Louisiana. So yeah, tell us more about your story into like developing trap art and like you traveling and becoming, you know, an entrepreneur?
Trap art. So trap art started in 2013. In 2015, it became like very active. The thought started, the whole idea was 2013, but 2015 I started my embroidery journey. A friend of mine named Shahid and I had a shop in Montclair called Takeover. It was on 404 Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair. And we had an embroidery machine where we just decided one time to go to the Atlantic City and just to buy an embroidery machine, and I just decided to learn through YouTube. And through YouTube, you can learn anything. Nowadays, it's TikTok. Everybody is saying TikTok, but so we bought the $17,000 embroidery machine, and it generated about $1,000 a day just through embroidery, just me learning within 2 weeks. And then from there, I actually started embroidering, and I made stuff like this. So yeah, I made stuff like this. Back there, I was embroidering jackets like this. This was for the whole Black Lives Matter and 11. It had the World Youth Foundation on it, and Spare the Women and the Children. This is another brand that I was a creative director for. It's called TKRS, which was the flagship brand for Takeover. Yeah, so I started off first with the embroidery, and I kind of mastered it after a while, and then I started working on hoodies and dropping quality stuff and embroidering the hoodies back then, and then people loved the quality because we weren't screen printing and everything, and then I started using different appliques over time. And yeah, I mean, it took some time. People think that, you know, sometimes you just start a brand and just because it sounds cool, the name might be cool, or it just, yeah, it's not that easy. You know, there's been many times that I wanted to give up, but I knew that it's just, this thing is respecting time. Like, you know, sometimes, and you can't overkill the brand. Sometimes you have to just live life and just let things happen. So to transition into living life, and the things I like to do is like making music. I'm from Newark. I like sports. I like to work out. I like to cook. I like just simple things. I like cars. I like all types of different things. So when you see trap art, you see sometimes certain things from my life or from my friends, and different things and conversations, and, you know, different things, even current events. One current event shirt we had during 2020 that did great was how everyone was going for Trump. And everybody thought this was a Trump t-shirt, but this was a trap art t-shirt, which meant to really appreciate people and respect time. But it's funny because we used the Democratic whole, you know, it's kind of like taking the Trump thing but making it Democratic, but yeah, you know, yeah. So it's all about just being there in the time, you know. And sometimes nowadays the kids, where we at, like, you know, everybody, things, even the music, everything is fast food, the fashion is fast food, everything comes and goes real quick. But what I try to do is I try to encompass my community so I could leave something behind with this, you know. So it's not just a brand, it's a legacy, it's something else. So that's why we have a basketball team, and that's why we do certain events, and that's why we even make initiative tees like Guns Down and certain stuff like that. It's not about the money. So and we're not going for crazy price points where we're trying to charge $300, $400, or $100 a t-shirt. No, we're $30, $40 a t-shirt. And with $40 a t-shirt, it's the same price. You know, you're getting quality, but we're trying to make good quality stuff that's affordable, that we're not trying to take all the money out of your pocket, and you can still go outside and enjoy yourself and feel good about wearing this product. And yeah.
I remember during one of our previous conversations, you were talking about how you wanted to create something like a high fashion brand that's affordable for people, and like that's also like a part of the story of TrapÄrt is making sure that people feel good no matter in like what space that they are.
Exactly.
So I love the mission of everything that you do, and you're talking about how sometimes you have these moments when like you're down. Like what mantras do you use, or like is there a song that like you love that you listen to that keeps you hyped? Reminds you
I realized I have a lot of mantras, but my biggest motivation, I think it was COVID, because I realized that it was God was just like leveling the playing field for everyone, and it didn't matter it was just about you getting in tune with yourself and everyone. A lot of people were panicking, but it was just, I feel, a time where you needed to get back with yourself, like, connect with yourself and see what you really like and what you like to do. And even some people were dealing with financial burdens, some people were dealing with health crisis, some people were losing their family members, but they didn't have financial burdens. And so it just showed me that, anything can go, anything can vanish. Like literally, respect time, things can go like this. So my biggest thing, and during COVID, I bought a dog. It was at one point I became this dog right here. So I became depressed because it's just, everything was depressing and you just sleeping a lot and different things. And my biggest thing is, I believe hard work will always pay off. Even if you get something done, rise with the sun and get some rest. Rest is very important, but always wake up and you rise. And I wasn't doing that during COVID at a certain point, and the dog helped me do that, because the dog would wake up every day, knock on the door, hey, you need to walk me, you need to feed me. So it showed me that it wasn't about me.
It was something more
it's just more than me, that even without you, this life will go. So we're just all pieces to the puzzle for a bigger picture, so without even me, everything will work out. Like, so I try to do my best, add my piece to this world, and just leave my part to this world over time, because we're all gonna vanish one day. But while I'm here, I'm just gonna make sure that I do the best I can, and just make sure I can deliver the best I can without overexerting myself, and really knowing the importance of recouping with yourself and sleeping and resting and self-care and relaxing and
So if there's one word that you could use to describe the legacy you want to leave behind, once you're all and done, you're old, and you have built up the success, what is the one word that really encompasses like legacy for you?
I just want people to be fearlessness. But fearlessness, like, and fear. What fear can just restrain you and make you not. It could kill your ideas, and it could kill your hope. Fear kills a lot of things, So there's some people that are just fearless, and they just can get on the stage or get on any type of thing and just boom and just say what they feel. And I try to instill that in anybody around me, fearlessness, and that you can do it, and just just do it, And
Sounds like Nike, just do it.
Yeah, like Nike, just do it. Speaking of Nike, that's part of my story. I used to work for Nike also as a security right before, this was 2019, right before the COVID.
Wow.
Right before, it was a great time. I used to work for Nike as security. It was a great time. I love the people at Nike, So soon, maybe a Nike collab.
Hey, listen, put that in your universe, manifest that.
Yeah, put that in Nike collab.
So there are a lot of entrepreneurs, especially younger people who, not saying that you're not young, you're very youthful. Black don't crack, right? So when it comes to people who are coming up, we see a lot of 16 to 24-year-olds now building up their own leisure like clothing brands. What are like 3 tips that you can give anyone who's interested in building up like their own clothing brand?
Right now, before we even get into, I think that if you're 16, 15, 12, you can do it. Anybody, that's what I want to you can do everything that I'm doing. All of this, you can do it. You know, and you don't need credit. You just need to save or hard money. Like, just save. Like, you know, you can start off. There's been times that I was down. People didn't even know that. Like, oh, you're TrapÄrt. You know, you're good. I mean, I was down to 4 figures. Like, you know what I'm saying? Couple $1,000 in credit cards maxed because I'm doing this, and you know, and it's just like, hey, you know what? I got to do this. Like, but you can do it with. I'll say, just keep the pot rolling. Don't feel like you're gonna see instant gratification. Like, you know what I'm saying? It cannot happen overnight. Like, you know, just keep the pot rolling. For instance, you start off with something. You don't have to just start off with a whole collection. You start off with 1 tee. And sometimes that tee would be perfect where you wouldn't even need a whole collection because you could sell out 1 million of these tees, and it's just like, yo, why? You know, and then you could leave that alone, compartmentalize that, and then do something else and start another, you know? So always compartmentalize your thoughts and certain things and know that you can do it too, and just everything is just planning. With proper planning, you can do it, you know? That's all.
Thank you so much for your time.
No,
I also want to like shout out our amazing artist that did your also.
Oh.
Tell people about who did this amazing artwork.
Yes, I'm gonna shout out a couple of great people that are actually, shout out to Moustapha. You know, Moustapha is a staple in the graffiti world, from East to West Coast to anywhere, Europe, you know. Shout out to Amalfa, Pop-Up Print Shop. She's a sister that she helps us a lot. She does, you know, we work with her. Shout out to Galaxy Printing, 44 Martin Luther King. I try to encompass all the people within. I try to produce everything in Newark. I'm a made in Newark type of guy. People don't even know that a lot of stuff started in Newark, such as Tiffany's. That's why we have a lot of silver. Even patent leather was created in Newark. So I'm big Newark. I like everything made in Newark. If not, we can make it across seas and different things. Shout out to Jerry Gant. We cannot leave his legacy will forever live forever. One of my old heads who taught me a lot. Used to come by the house and just, even we did an event back in the day and take over. Love you, Jerry. Shout out to Cash, Galaxy Sounds. Shout out to my brothers, La, Baba, and everyone around us, the whole team, the whole TrapÄrt team, everybody that's been putting in, and just everyone, the love. Like, shout out to you guys. Shout out to EcoSpace. Shout out to EcoSpace. Thank you for having us here.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it.